Hello guys, and welcome to another Dr. Hades video, and today I'm gonna teach you step by step on how to play Teamfight Tactics for beginners. So this is a beginner guide. I'm gonna start from the beginning and I will go through each thing that you should learn in order to play Teamfight Tactics as other players do and win, have fun, and what can I say, other things. Watch other videos of mine.
It's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
Okay guys, so first I would like to say that this, let's say, guide is not made by me, but I read it and I think it's the most useful in order to understand how the game it works. I would leave a link in the description in order for you to read it if you need more understanding. So first, what is TFT? TFT is an auto battler in the form of chess. You place your units on the board and they fight for you without you being able to control them outside of placements. So in Teamfight Tactics you don't control the fight, just the champions you put in and where you put them and which champion you put. Okay, it's all about strategy and utilizing what you are given to win. 8 players will fight, so you're 8 players in arena and you just try to get first. Of course, in Teamfight Tactics there is a little bit difference from other games because 4 people win and 4 people lose. I'm talking for ranked games, okay? So if you get top 4, you get riot points, not riot points, sorry, LP, you get back better. If you get top 4, you get better rank. If you go the last four, you get demoted. So you get more LP if you get top 4, you lose LP if you go less than top 4. Okay, so the game starts with the carousel. So unlike other auto battlers, TFT offers something new to the mixture. What TFT offers is a unique mechanic called the carousel. Basically, is this circle where all the champions start. Okay, so the first thing that we should understand about this game is the carousel, because this is how the game starts. In the carousel, it's just a thing that TFT offers new to the mixers compared to other auto chess games, okay? Basically, it's this circle in which you can see the champions in the outer circle, and inside the circle there are champions with items. So here you can pick a champion with an item, a specific champion you want or a specific item you want, and you can sell the champion and you can get the item. Okay, this is very important throughout the game, but crucial when you start up a new game. The first carousel is important because it can be the decider on what you get later on in the game based on the unit that you choose or the item that you have chosen. Okay, you can sell the unit as I told you and replace them for a better one that fits into your future build. Okay, regardless of if you are first, last or in between, you always have a shot at a specific unit or item. Here, if beside the first carousel, so in the first carousel everybody can choose in the same time. Everybody starts choosing at the same time. From the second carousel, it will be choosing 2 players. The last 2 players will start choosing, and after 8 or 10 seconds the next 2 players will start choosing, and the next 2 players. So practically if you're first and second place, you're gonna choose last. Okay, this is how the carousel works. There are specific instances where the entire carousel will be nothing but one item or item piece at the start of the game. So it will be sometimes, very rarely, when you will not have to choose the item because it's the same item, but you can choose the champion you get. Okay, So now that the carousel explained, let's move on to the next chapter. The next chapter is about the thing that is new this set 4, and that is Teamfight Tactics Fates come with a chosen champion. So this chosen unit for your team, occasionally in your shop you will be offered a chosen unit. Sorry guys. These units are already a 2-star level, so they cost 3 times their normal price, because it's like you're buying 3 1-star champions of that. In this case, Aphelios is tier 2 chosen hunter, so is worth 6 and gains an extra hunter trait, so it will count as 2 hunters when you put this chosen in. So, as I saw lately, it's better to choose your team you play when you get a specific chosen, not to choose the team and then try to find the chosen, okay? In my opinion, this is the best way you should try to play a game, is to pick the chosen first and then you decide what team you are going to play. Because in the early game you're gonna get at least 3 chosen in the stage 2, at least 3, okay? So if you get at least 3 chosen until stage 2 ends, you already should decide between 3 teams that you can play. Of course, sometimes you can get to stage 3 and you don't get a chosen, but you should start thinking about making your team viable on what chosen you will get, and not build your team and then should try to find a specific chosen with a specific champion with a specific trait, which will be really hard to get, and sometimes it will not be possible, which will make you lose. This chosen unit can be any tier, okay? It can be a 1 cost, 2 cost, 3 cost, 4 cost or 5 cost unit. It can be any trait, any gold cost unit, okay? It can even be a legendary chosen unit. They are rare and you have to be level 7, 8 or 9 and don't have a chosen. Also, once you don't have a chosen your map, you can find another one, so you can sell the chosen and try to find a better one suitable for your team. Moving on health and placements. So in the beginning you start at 100 HP and you lose when you have 0 HP. If you're the only one remaining in the game with HP, you're the winner of the game. Taking a look on the right side of your screen when you load up a new match will give you on the information about your current HP and your current placement out of the other 7 players, so you will know in which category you are last 2, next 2, first 4 or first 2. The closer you are on the bottom means the more frequently you will be able to go first when you get sent back to the carousel. Okay, this is the advantage. But the disadvantage is that you have less health, okay? If you are at the top, you will be the very last player to get a unit or item, so you can use this information to lose a few matches purposely if you are in dire need of an item early game when it won't drop in any of the PvE fights. Losing early grants better rewards essentially, okay? It's better to lose games early than late game, because early game it will affect you from maximum, I think, 8 life if you're like getting destroyed. But if late game you can even get 20 plus damage from one fight, which is a lot more, okay? So it's better to lose early game than have a really good early game and lose late game. So it's better to start slowly but surely, okay? Every stage you lose against an non-player or player will subtract amount of health based on how many units are left on the enemy's playing field, including the enemy player. So you'll take a lot more damage from 8 units than you would from 1 unit. If you have no chance of winning fights, try to build into a comp that will at the very least keep you from taking too much damage early game. And then after that, when you hit the specific champions you need to win the late game, of course, because late game is very important. So the fourth most important thing in Teamfight Tactics is the compositions, of course. While in any TFT match and whilst in the possession of any units, you will automatically activate one of many origin and classes effects which shape and determine your build. Okay, so you have to think about your team, about your composition in order to get these abilities you get in the left part of your screen. When you play, they will be seen something like this. Okay, it takes time to understand everything to play optimally, but fully understand which items work with each unit and why they work with them and not other units that are similar. Okay, because some people think that, oh, if I get a specific build, I'm winning. No, especially in TFT set 4, this is not happening. Because of the chosen units, things are switching really easy in this game, so you have to adapt each game on things which are changing. Okay, sometimes I'm playing a comp, it works really well because I'm playing it really good. Next patch, that comp is not good anymore, I have to adapt to other compositions. Okay, it is very hard to compile a specific build due to how RNG this game mode is. Sometimes you will get the items that have zero synergy with your current units. Okay, so this is very important. You have to think about the items too, because they are essential in your comp. It really all depends on what you get early. The general idea is work and build around what you currently have in your possession early game and figure out what you can do for the remainder of the game to improve or switch around the units. Okay, do invest in the units you currently have because you acquired 2 level 2 units. Perhaps you don't want this and want another comp. Okay, so you have a lot of decision making, but do not worry, after this video I'm gonna post a video in which I will show you how I play a game. Like, I will put a full game, not edited, and I'm just gonna show you how I make my decision, when do I make them, and why do I make them. Okay, if you're looking for to widen knowledge of current composition, you should go on TFT comps on Mobify. Not really, Mobify is not the best, this guide is really good. I think Teamfight Tactics, this website is really good, and Mobilytics, that's also really good. And another thing that is very important is the shop and the economy. Okay, so this is how the shop looks. And as you can see here, I can buy XP and I can refresh. This will refresh my champion shards here, but at the cost of 2 gold. And this will give me 4 XP for 4 gold. What do I do with XP? I level up. As I'm a bigger level, I can put more champions inside the map. Okay, if I'm level 5, I can put 5 champions. If I'm level 6, I can put 6 champions, and so on. But also, I should keep thinking about economy, because if I'm having from 1 to 19, I get plus 1 gold each round. If I have in my bank 10 or 10 to 19, I will get 1 gold. If I have 20 to 29, I get 2 gold, 30 to 39, 3 gold, 40 to 49, 4 gold, and 50 plus 5 gold. Each round I have that in my bank. Okay, I have get more gold if I have more economy. But if I have 0 gold, I don't get any of this gold. So this is bad, okay? You have to keep that in mind. To not like refresh too much, to not buy too much XP in order to keep your econ growing, okay? The economy strategy occurs when a player simply sits on there, provides income regardless of what units they have acquired in the early game. This requires the player to not reroll for units. Whatever the shop offers is used to make something work. In the meantime, the player's income will start to stack up for stage 3.1, in which they start using excess 50 plus gold for their leveling and rerolling of units to complete their desired composition. The downside, you will lose a lot, but be first to pick a unit unless you are capable of pulling off a strong early composition. This is rare, so you will be advantaged in the carousel. The reroll strategy occurs when a player simply does nothing but reroll early game in hope to acquire multiple level up units and possibly a tier 3 upgrade units. It's often not a good choice as it does really heavily on RNG, as a leading phantom, which is a hit or a miss. But if you do manage to acquire a strong front line and DPS start, you're good to win most every fight till mid game. The downside, winning all the time can lose you precise carousel units items early. It's also heavily reliant on RNG. So, as I told you, refresh costs 2 gold, XP costs 4 gold for 4 and per casting 1 to 5 units from the unit pool. Also, you can lock the shop. Pressing this lock, every unit in the shop will be locked until next round. Okay, and this is for when you have a chosen, and when it's open you don't have a chosen on your board and you can get the chosen in your shop. And the last thing we can talk about is the origins and classes, but for this I have another video linked in the description for origins and classes. There I can talk about each origin and each class. Go watch that one and just come back to this video for the next part, which is the stages. Okay, we have the first stage when we don't fight players, we just fight minions to get gold and items. After that, from stage 2, we play 3 rounds in which we play champions. After that we get the carousel, we play 2 more rounds against players, and after that we get another minion round in which we get items and gold. After stage 5, at stage 5 and more, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this carousel will give you a full item, not just a part of an item, and this one will bring you a full item, but you have to win against only one champion, so you get 1 full item. But this happens only after and in stage 5. Okay, until then the minions will get you part items from the last round of the stage, and the carousel again will give you half items, not full items. And the last thing is the items, which are a lot. You can watch them here. Of course, you can get like even special items which will give you another champion of that trait. You can make a lot of items. You should watch here what you do. And also when you watch TFT Tactics and Mobilitics, go watch there what positions you want to make there, and then you should watch there what items should be good for that composition. So you have to adapt on each composition. Each item is good for one composition. Some items are not good at all. You have to adapt and see and play the game in order to understand it more. So the importance of this item is please keep in mind, if you equip an item to a unit, you cannot remove it unless you sell that unit. Do be careful. So that is very important. Okay, and the last thing is placements, as some items can be related to the placement, as it's Zephyr, because it just takes up in the air one champion that is exactly in the opposite hexagon on the other team. Okay, it will, let's say, keep him out of the game for a few seconds. So depending on how you place the champions, this is how they will use their ability targeted to a specific enemy champion. So you should like watch the others how they position in order to think how you position and how you group your champions in order for your like carrier to be safe in order to do a lot of damage. Okay guys, this is how it's the guide for Teamfight Tactics on how to play Teamfight Tactics. Let me know in the comment section which things you think are good to know as a beginner and I did not tell you guys yet. Okay, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel and play some more TFT. Bye.